episode 1, but technically it's episode 2. Basically, those are stats from last week. What happened was, something happened when I was uploading it, so it went all black. But basically, I'll show you, those are stats from last week. But this is week 2, episode 1, I guess. Kevin King retired after winning 2 rings. But anyways, let's go. Texans up against the Chiefs. This is Justice Storm. He joined the Texans because the Texans are having quarterback problems. So it makes sense for him to join the Texans. Dang, 56-28. But we threw 4 touchdowns. We ran for 1 touchdown. It was really bad. We won like by a lot. Anyways, first play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yep. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They'll set up to throw. On the move to his left. And he's got room. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And by the way, J.J. Watt
like
out
their
for this
situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Keith Mumphrey that time. That'll bring up second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
Wow, what a play.
Oh, he will not go down.
And the face mask.
Those ankles.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Let's go. We get
face mask penalty. And Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he also fumbled twice.
Incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it'll bring up third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. In the red zone this time.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll set up a throw. Flush, and it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. C.J. Fedorowicz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans
better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the offense has it first and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete.
Oh, my man
thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he dropped it. Now it was
starting off so poorly.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Trying to set up the screen, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, it's his first career game, and now he has thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL.
Damn.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about
oh my God,
team,
dropped
right?
it.
You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Oh, damn.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And Anderson's got it.
And he's out of
Howard
bounds.
goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
I want to give DeAndre Hopkins a shot.
First, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw. Is this intercepted?
Oh, no.
It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Wait, what? They got a safety. They got a safety. Let's go.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA and help. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Miller, the lone setback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's complete to Fuller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out.
How do you get stopped? Oh, my God.
Decision to go for it doesn't pan. And now out comes Houston. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Texans a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got Fuller. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw again. And this will be
Come on, not even like a second.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz. His second touchdown of the game. His third on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball
Hopefully
away.
this video doesn't get copyrighted.
They come out here in the eye. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Here's Fuller with a catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man in the crossing route. 23 yards on the play. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Remember how much we enjoyed watching him last week?
It's the same thing this week. Look at those numbers.
I'd hate to be a defender right now because no matter what they're throwing at him in terms of coverages, he's finding ways to defeat it. And even when he's covered, he's not covered. What is he doing? What's that term they use? He's uncovering and making big catches.
Your boy stats for last week.
Let's discuss now this performance as it relates to the last one. You know, a week ago, and we saw it. Some pinpoint accuracy. He's just playing that again.
Because obviously we don't have a solid run game right now.
Watch him work, and what we saw was a confident leader, a guy in control, making excellent throws at times.
I got it.
And he's brought that with him in this ball game as well. And I'm starting to think that he's starting to feel like, yeah, I've got this thing down pat. And I think the team will come along with him.
It's a quarterback sneak. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jay Prosh, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were running?
And here comes the Texans now. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Miller, the lone setback.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. You got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's try one more time.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. A very solid gain of 27.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, no.
And it pops free.
That was so
the collision
scary.
there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And
he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Now, that was an impressive drive. But I think we're going to talk about being way more impressive because of who led them. A rookie quarterback in that spot, putting his team in front, that's big league.
But they score. I'm going to want to just try to lob it to Hopkins and then call it him out.
To throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught.
He caught it. Oh, thank God.
Now whistles come in.
Oh, God. The kick depends on it. And we get the ball.
And now out comes Houston.
This is such a weird, crazy game.
Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
One need is 3 points, and it's over.
Score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal.
He's still up.
Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. So here we go. 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Still nothing from the run game.
It's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Caught left side, Hopkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third
and 7.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move.
Please don't be holding.
It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes.
Please don't be holding.
Make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down.
Let's go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Hold the timeout because
as we
when I
step
run this
aside
play,
here in overtime.
I want it to be Hopkins who's in. And is he in? Yes, he is.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Nobody I trust more.
Back to throw.
Oh, I should have given it to R1, but it doesn't matter because Hopkins, the beast. Let's go.
Play there in overtime, 51 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence
Why
in the
you going out
receivers
of
to go up
bounds?
and make a play, even with defenders around them.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose.
This dude's dropping everything. He sucks as a running back too.
And they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Steps away to his left. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Call it a 3-yard game.
Doesn't matter, we win. Let's go.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you.
Alright, we win 34-37. Justice Storm goes off again. Alright, peace.